Making money in real estate happens in two ways: appreciation, which is realized upon the sale, and income that is generated during the ownership. Investors in income property become familiar with cap rates, internal rates of return, cost of, and advantage of leverage. They learn how to maximize returns while minimizing expenses. An income investor values his purchase solely on income stream. The view of the water is only important if it will increase his rents. Interesting phenomenon. Condos, high-rise condos, for end use, normally they're priced as paint dries. Higher at the top and then drips down the side. Inside and low is lower priced. High up and to the outside is higher priced. But in the condo hotel market, it doesn't matter. Because when you rent a hotel room, you don't pay more for one that's on the top of the building. So if you're going to buy a condo hotel, you buy low because they'll be lower priced. And your income will be higher because they'll be, the income is the same, but your return is higher because your cost is lower. Over the years, I've developed an Excel spreadsheet that I've used for many years, shared with many of my clients. I'll factor in reserves for capital expenditures, maintenance items, vacancy and credit losses. I'll estimate reserves for driveways, air conditioning, roofs, things like that. And I'll estimate appreciation based upon rents over the expected term of ownership. By the way, when I do this for a client, I always let him estimate the appreciation. And whatever he says, I take that and half it. So we're very conservative in what our estimate of what the appreciation will be for the property. In today's Southwest Florida real estate market, there are abundant income opportunities available now more than ever since I've been here since '92 because of the low prices. I've heard one of our presidential candidates say years ago, that dog hunts right now. The dog works. You can buy something, rent it out, and it'll cash flow. The difference between income investing and value investing. For the large investor, value investing is a wise approach. To me, value investing involves determining the underlying value of the property, either on a replacement basis or on a stabilized income approach. Value investors buy a property at less than its intrinsic value, then restructure the financing for its intended use, zoning, etc., like I've talked about before, to improve the value of that property. They are long-term investors and don't highly leverage. Our market is rich with undervalued properties. Many of these would fit well into contrarian strategy. You can buy properties now well below replacement costs. Of course, they might be vacant. They have no income, but you're doing value investing. Take, for example, a waterfront development that's failed to go vertical. A lot of those around. A value investor may buy this at a much reduced land load per expected vertical improvement and then restructure it. For example, instead of doing high-rise, fee-simple condos. Sometimes all the investor needs to do is add the element of time. We're overbuilt in retail and office. Investors today can become a low-cost provider when they purchase right and be poised for high returns as the market recovers. For the commercial investor, I see value plays in these areas: retail, hospitality, high-end residential, condos, industrial, office space, land, bank buildings, and restaurants. Anytime you can buy well under replacement costs and you have the patience and time to wait, you'll do well. Let me talk about trends that I think we need to watch for in our market today. This is not just referring to real estate, but trends to watch. For a while, I was a consultant for Procter & Gamble in their New Ventures group. They did a lot of work on this and then eventually acquired the Iams brand. One of the trends to watch right now is pets. This is a market that the recession has missed. We see anecdotal stories about abandoned pets as folks abandon their homes, but look to steady growth in this market. As people age, they buy pets. Number two, the kitchen. Nothing says comfort in times like this than a good home-cooked meal. Grocery prices are rising and restaurants are responding to the lack of customers. But look to home cooking and products related to that. Number three, small is the new big. Gone is the McMansion, in is the funky fish house. Small houses, not necessarily cheap houses, but small, green, environmentally sound, energy efficient, multiple use rooms. Kind of a big topic with me. I like that trend big because it's in real estate. Number 4, outsourcing. At Market America Realty Investments, I outsource my IT, I outsource my accounting, I even outsource my offices. Number 5, software as a service. Related to the outsourcing trend, instead of buying the software, we rent it, basically. And much of it is web-based. Number 6, aging and dying. Baby boomers are still coming. We're still getting older. Think the bucket list and the package of product and services that'll be in that bucket. Number 7, blue is the new green. Water. Water's getting more expensive. Technology and marketing opportunities will increase as our demand for this precious commodity also increases, but supplies decline. Number 8, urban living. Getting back to the city. The aging population will no longer want to live in the sprawling suburbs an hour drive from the hospital, from the library, and from other services. Number 9, working at home. As the population loses corporate jobs, look for more cottage industries. Number 10, communications. Think social networking, computers in the pocket, connect anywhere technology, and the demise of newspaper and printed media. Number 11, virtual everything. Tour a home or country, take a hike, or fly a plane. Number 12, shopping. Look for personalized manufacturing. Order a suit, a pair of jeans, a car, and they'll make it to order. Limiting inventories, limiting the bricks and mortar stores. Number 13, medicine. The coming socialized medicine trends will boost the concierge medical industry, holistic medicine, and preventative care. Number 14, aging infrastructure. The crumbling bridges, sewer lines, and utility networks will favor the urbanization trend, and the infrastructure per capita is lower in the cities. Number 15, alternate fuels. Think annually renewable fuel sources. Number 16, do-it-yourself resurgence on everything. From home improvements and cooking to wills and clothes, the population produce more and more and consume less. Let's talk a little bit about value add. I'm not sure where I've heard the first heard the expression value add. I think when I was a consultant for the corporate new ventures team at Procter & Gamble. They were big on buzzwords like ideation, 30,000 square foot view, key takeaways, peel back the onion, all sorts of insider expressions that let others know we really knew what we were talking about. Well, I have to admit, I still use some of these expressions in planning meetings today, in particular, value add. My planning meetings today are much more informal and smaller and are more likely to be held with a few confidants like my wife and close business friends. But I still love to stand up in front of a whiteboard with dry erase markers. When I can write down ideas, they become more concrete and approachable. The concept of value add requires us to define not just our right to succeed in a project, but just what we are bringing to that project. At P&G, I was taught that the conglomerate's vast size and marketing muscle were not a right to succeed, nor was being first to market a right to succeed. A value add had to present each customer with a benefit, not just to the market or the company's bottom line. The soap, for example, had to actually be better, clean better, or last longer. This overriding concept has served Procter & Gamble well. A few months ago, I was approached by an old friend in the real estate business. He was suddenly gung-ho on multi-level marketing concept. He invited me to a presentation at a local hotel. I went because of our past friendship. At the meeting, he talked about leveraging people, not income, and selling to friends various products that indeed they were already buying from somebody else, like satellite TV service, cell phones, and vitamins. I asked him a simple question. What's your value add in this? What are you contributing to this process? He didn't quite understand the concept of having a value add, and he assured me that this business was sustainable. I said it was not sustainable. He stressed I did not really have to do anything. Salespeople down my string would sell. I really didn't have a value add. I understand, however, that for my customers to use me, They must need me for the added value I bring to a proposition.